Good morning. Ooh. It's Thursday, August 20th. Think about that. We're going to read from the giant writer Waite by Pamela Coleman and Dr. Arthur Edward Waite. I could have his name up a little backwards. A quote by Marcel Proust has been going through my mind. It's a favorite of mine, but coming up. The voyage of discovery lies not in seeing new landscapes, not in seeking new landscapes, but in seeing with new eyes. I've been meditating on that one for a number of years. I might have shared it. I'm sure I have. Anyway, I hope you're well. This is a reading for the collective. Want your own private message, private reading, direct message me on any of the platforms where you'll be seeing this. And no matter what the day is, I want to remind us that when the messages find us, it's the right time for us to hear it. There's something in there for you. So just meditate on what you hear, what you see. Come back to it. Simple willingness to come back and attend, to come back with attention to something is the basis of meditation. It's the whole point. The willingness to come back. That seeing with new eyes. King of Wands came up the other day, in the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles came up earlier in the week. They were King of Wands. The Lizard King. A nod to my brother. Card of Sagittarius, actually. Four of Wands. Seven of Wands. A lot of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords and Seven of Swords. So I have a couple of sevens on the table. Central card of the reading, though, coming to center. When we get into a self-defensive way of acting, or actions that come from the result of these are standing our own ground and in our own truth. we have an action, we have an action card on the, we have a lot of action on the deck. I'm saying justice is here as well at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. So, yeah, there's a lot of action, but, and the temptation can be to get into a self-defensive stance, and in our own particular version, and I use the word version of the truth, but that's only ever part of the equation, right? There's more out there. And it's important to know what that truth is. It's important to know the central truth of who it is that we are, to come back to that center, to come back to that place, but to be in true harmony, to come is to come to really know where we stand, but not in like the super rigid. These cards can invite rigidity. Not this one, sorry. These cards can invite rigidity of, again, being more interested in preserving the system the way we do, and preserving the way we do things, or continuing to look back at the way things were done and map that onto the current reality. But the current reality is harmony. And if you come back to your center, if you come back to the calmness of core, come back to that, like, that unity consciousness, that, and we can only be in unity consciousness if we have a sense, that centrality of self, that surety of self, and come back to more of a balance. 4 is a balance. This is a balance card. But just like anything that's balanced, it, there's always the awareness that the balance can tip. So we have the Justice card again. So bringing that balance in, bringing the balanced perspective in, might take a lot of doing. We have a lot of doing on a lot of action, and even this sword is action. But 7, remember, is the number of higher wisdom. It's the higher spirit. So that higher wisdom is only going to come out when we agree. We agree again. So, these swords are also, Justice has a sword. We have the Ace of Swords. If we agree, the central agreement is that that unity is what we want, where we want to be, and then realize where we're out of alignment with our actions. So coming into more of a healing and coming into more of leadership with the actions that we engage in, the way we engage even in our thoughts. Because if you realize, follow what you do. If you have this thought, pretty soon there's an action that comes after that thought. So that the thoughts are actions even in and of themselves. So coming back to that, what's that thought behind these actions? Can I change that? So there's a lot of action, and so it can be really tiresome. But to keep defending, I'm gonna keep going for this, reaching for something higher. So coming from that central place, going back to what's that central thought? Let me come with so 3 of Swords is here too. Like, I need to pull out all of these thoughts. Like, this stuff needs to come out. This is not how I want to be. This is not the nurturing person. This is not the way I want to invest. All the queens are here. Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. The only one who's not here is the Queen of Cups. We want to change our actions. We definitely do. We want to change, and I think we have a really strong sense of that. We all want to also change the thoughts. What's the thinking? Coming back to higher wisdom. 7 is the number of spirit. Holy Spirit. We've got a lot of fire on the deck. That's Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit's coming in with an idea about how we might want to change things, to create the balance, to be in this type of harmony. Queen of Swords is also very compassionate and is a very humorous, dry sense of humor kind of thing, kind of individual. Coming back to that. He's looking back at the two swords. So again, this is that combination of knowing that a higher power, like combining my thoughts with a higher power, might bring me to serenity rather than running off away from the circus. Again, the willingness that Marcel Proust, instead of seeking new landscapes, new things, the next shiny bright thing, maybe the shiny bright thing is right in front, right there. And that's you, right? And at the end of the day, you're the only one who can make those changes. Not something external, not something running away to something. It's not something external from you. It's you. What is it? The Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. We could stop breaking our own hearts by committing and loving everything that is about yourself now. This isn't an invitation to be critical, self-judgmental, but it is an invitation to change. I'm doing this too. I'm right there with you. So have a good day. Let's do some changing today. I love you. Have a good one.